In an earlier video from this month, I talked about why I hadn't ascended immediately, and the reason for that was mainly because of 8.3. I wanted to see the rewards for that stuff, and then now that I finally finished 100%ing 8.3, I committed to Tigra for the main purpose of I wanted to rank 5 her whilst still having Mystic Catalysts for my 7-star champions. So that's what I did. I ended up going with Tigra because I rolled a non-Mystic gem from the class crystal in the rewards, so I didn't need to use that rank up gem. I just ended up using the Ascension to get her to essentially a rank 5. Obviously she's not, but you know, she feels like one to an extent. And I just put together this little showcase on some of the fights that I took with her today, and from a few stream clips. There might be, actually I'm not even sure if I have stream clips for this one, but either way I have quite a few fights for this video, starting with that Venom the Duck showcase that I showed because it's basically a rank 4 defender in Battlegrounds, which obviously Tigra at Ascended rank 4 is a bit more powerful, but you can still see that the SP2 kind of was a bunch of overkill anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered too much. This is a Tigra in Battlegrounds that I did get to take like an hour ago, and it's the only actual true Battlegrounds fight I have, which is unfortunate, but at least it was a pretty good one, and you're going to see this SP2 do plenty of damage. And like I said earlier, this is an Ascended rank 4, it's not even an Ascended rank 5, so this isn't even what Tigra's max power level could be if I rank 5 her, which I probably won't for a long time, but yeah, that's what it looks like for now. And I have like 3 war fights from yesterday, I think. Yesterday and some today that I recorded. I already announced that I'm not doing any more war videos for this season, but I did have some cool fights that I figured I'd put in this video, just because, you know, they're cool fights and they have to deal with Ascended Tigra, so why not? First up is this Section 1 Path 1 Sauron, and this is pretty easy if you know how to miss Sauron's special attacks with Tigra, or his heavy attack too, like you just saw there. And I'm going to push him to SP2, which is fine because we can miss that as well, at least the tail end of it. And just like this, double light, heavy attack, it's so satisfying just to miss Sauron's special attacks for some reason over some other champs. It just feels more satisfying. I don't even know why, it just is. But either way, next up we have this Cersei on Section 2 Path 1, and this is really easy for Tigra just because that glancing is never going to be activated because of Tigra's neutralize. We're just going to do some intercepts until I can push her to SP1, bait it out, and then dash in to counter, and then just like that, we got resisted, but it's okay. We're going to throw this SP2 with 6 ruptures, and that is one of the fastest war fights I've ever taken in my life. Tigra versus Cersei is so ridiculous just because of how fast the fight goes. That was probably just above 20 seconds, if even that. I don't remember. I didn't look at the fight screen. Next up is this Gorr. I don't remember what node number this is, but it is on the first mini island. And it has Burden of Might, so every time we trigger that, a dex buff, we are going to lose power, so we just don't want to do that. And we're just going to be baiting Gorr's SP1s here, and it's going to be pretty easy once I got to countering Gorr's SP1 with a rhythm. It's pretty easy. It's usually just 4 dashbacks and then you're good. And this war, I'm entering at like 41% health because I'm not even bothering to heal, because our placement for this war doesn't matter if we win or lose, so the officers just said to don't even use items for this war, so that's why I'm pretty low. There was a fight I took that I'm not including in this video with Tigra because it was a disaster that I didn't realize was going to happen. But either way, just ignore that part and focus on the fact that that Gorr went down in 31 seconds. So that was pretty great. Alright, next up is Gauntlet Terrax, and Gauntlet Terrax is the definition of kill before you get killed fights in MCoC, I feel like, because this guy having 200% energized just means his rock field's going to be on all the time, whether you hit him or not. Once you let it end, then he'll just go back to an SP2 in like one combo, so you gotta kill fast in this fight, and that's one thing that Tigra's really good at, so pretty fortunate. You could use Absorbing Man in this fight and take minimal damage from Rock Field because in Magma form you have Energy Resist, and Terrax's Rock Field damage is energy damage. For some reason it's not physical. I don't entirely understand how that works, but it is energy damage. So we're just going to bait an SP1 here and then counter it with our heavy attack. And then, oh, not even counter with our heavy attack. We're just going to go straight for it. And is it going to kill? No, it won't, but this SP1 will right after. And that was like 750k health down in 54 seconds. Absolutely crazy. She survived the kill before you get killed challenge. So, alright, last up is this Eternity of Pain Bishop. And the thing, obviously, that makes Tigra so powerful, one of the things at least, is the fact that when you charge your heavy, you miss projectile special attacks. And there are plenty of hard-to-dex projectile special attacks in this game, with Bishop definitely being one of them. I am very bad, actually, at dexing Bishop's SP2, so Tigra is usually my go-to option just because I can bait, dash in, and then just counter with my heavy attack, and it's pretty crazy. So this fight has Hurt Locker, so I do need to be careful that I alternate special attacks rather than use two of this, only SP2s, I guess I should say. Because normally I wouldn't be going for SP1 here, but for this fight I'm going to have to alternate, which I already talked about. And we're going to be baiting heavies a little bit here because it's a really easy heavy counter as well. And then we're going to go for this SP2. It does plenty of damage. And then we just go for a heavy attack, do the SP1 just so we can throw another SP2. Another thing with Tigra is that she can semi-cheese Hurt Locker, because if you throw a special attack and it knocks them down before they get a bar of power, you can obviously do that heavy attack at the end, so that could get rid of the detonation. But it's something I just didn't really go for in this fight. I could have if I tried hard enough or just cared enough, but it doesn't really matter because she's, destroying this fight anyway. So we are just going to bait this SP1 now to let me throw another SP2, and going to bait his SP2. And if I remember correctly, he takes a minute to throw this, but it's okay because he's almost ready to throw it. Losing time on our senses is a little annoying, but it's okay because we got him back with that SP1. Luckily, he charged his heavy attack there, so I could get a quick heavy attack because I threw that SP1 because I was nervous about getting comboed because of a bad SP2 counter, but it's okay because he let me throw the heavy attack to get rid of Hurt Locker. So anyway, we just bait this last SP2 and then he's pretty much dead. Gonna go for another heavy attack, and we use this power drain node to power drain ourselves once more, just a little bit, and then we throw this SP2 and he is lights out. Eternity of Pain Bishop absolutely annihilated by my Ascended Tigra. So anyway, those are my fights for the Ascended Tigra showcase. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoy your own ascensions. Comment below if you have some interesting ones, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.